Interview MOBI1.
Good. Okay. Good. Okay. Then we're gonna start. MOBI1, thank you for accepting my interview. I'm proud of it. I did my research. If I did anything wrong, just correct me, please, on it. Yes.
Cool.
So first of all, you'll be a favorite music artist. I'll be proud to interview you. For example, I just make some research that you, where you start your music. It was also in the other interview already. You told before why you're gonna start it with your accident, what you're gonna have, and also that you're gonna make music not like a rapper or anything, that you wanna just share your story with it also and give kindness on the world. Is that correct? Okay, so
that's really correct, bro. You've definitely done it.
So I believe I understand your message on it. And you was for sure in Asian. You want to tell something about that how it was in Asian, what you did there, what you make there?
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I literally just got back from Asia. I was there for 20 days, so just under 3 weeks. And yeah, well, to be fair, it was like 2 days to travel there because it was quite far. It's like a 12-hour flight on the way there to the first country, then between countries. Each country is the same like Europe. It's like 2 to 4 hours. Then flying back is more time because you're traveling in the same direction that the Earth is rotating. So basically the plane can't go as fast as the Earth or something. So it basically just means that you lose time. So you have to go back on like a 14.5-hour flight. But yeah, no, the vibes were there were really good. The energy from the people is amazing. Everybody's just kind of super excited to meet you because I guess you kind of, I guess you don't see people from other backgrounds as often in Asia as you maybe would in Europe. Because I guess like the free travel isn't as simple there in terms of like moving and stuff. But yeah, no, the communities are super supportive. People are super helpful out there. We're just super happy to meet you and talk and stuff. It was very, very wholesome experience, but also like a very strenuous experience because there's just a lot of hard work. Like we were constantly shooting every day, really, really late night because of the shows, and then like we get in at like 10 a.m. and then we're up again by like 2 p.m. So and then we have to go again and shoot content, and then things like it, that the other side of the world just looks so different. No, yeah, I'm not sure what just happened.
No problem. So we just continue right now for the interview. So you was in Asian. Thanks for the story. That the flight was amazing for it. You make a concept on it. So what was the concept about it that you're gonna make?
So we made. Yeah, of course. So we made quite a bit of content. So the plan was actually to go out there and shoot like one music video, and then just do some content around that release. But we ended up shooting like 3 different music videos because we had quite a few different outfits we took out there, and then we just shot a multitude of content because there was a lot of content creators in Japan. So we did just loads of collabs like every night, street interviews. We did some dance challenges. We just did some vibes. We did some funny skit videos as well. So it was just an opportunity really to, I guess, connect with a different set of people, a different set of creators, and just, vibe and have some good energy with them. So so we only in the process of starting to edit everything now because there was just so much footage. There was over 3,500 videos, and then over like, I think it was something like 7,000 pictures or something like that. So we're kind of like still scrubbing through what's the best stuff, what we can use, what we can't use, like what we can change and use into stuff. But obviously, you can kind of make content into anything. So it's kind of like unlimited content. But yeah, no, I've managed to upload everything to the G drive in like the last week. It's taken quite a long time. Because obviously there was just so much content. But yeah, so everything's uploaded onto the G drive. I managed to clear the space on my phone now, so my phone's got space again.
All right. So that means you have a lot of details. So that means you have a lot of video material. Did you make did you make something on that? I don't know, make a music video or something else behind on the donation? Was there a plan or?
Yeah, so we did. Yeah. So we did 3 music videos when we were out there. I did one for I did 2 for an unreleased song, and then my friend also did one for a track he's already got out. So we got plans with the stuff that we did. Obviously for next year, ideally that's the plan, and then the content basically is already kind of set up for next year now that we have it, which is really good. So, and then the plan is to go back to Japan once we release it to do another show. And a press run and just meet up with some of the amazing people that we met when we was basically out there. So yeah.
Okay, I'm sure. So how it feel to be back right now? What's your plan now? What you working on?
Do you know what I thought when I get back I'll have a little bit of a rest, but it's been non-stop since I got back, to be honest with you. So I guess my plan is to just try and get music out again. Obviously, as you know, I released a song a few days ago now on the 5th of November, which was related to like the bonfire night and stuff, and I had that song like sitting in the bank for 2 years, and I really wanted to get it out. I think it just got to the point where it was just sitting there for too long. But yeah, my plan is to just keep releasing good music, just music that helps me and helps other people, and obviously just keep putting out content that resonates with the audience, that helps them as well. I'm working on making something to give back to people, so like maybe like a book of some sort, and then potentially like merch in the future and stuff like that, for people to be able to support and have something specific. But yeah, I'm working on a book at the moment, which is kind of just like, I guess, like kind of like my life story up to date, but also with a lot of like inspirational and motivational elements. And you can also like do some work in the book for yourself. Like you can write stuff, do to-do lists, and just help yourself and that kind of thing. So it's not really anything I think that like it that exists, but I've taken inspiration from a few different books that I've read myself and like planners that I use and stuff like that, so I can kind of help create something for other people. So yeah.
Okay, what's a book, comrade? It's a book. It's a story of you, or it's a story for what example you want to tell them?
So the idea is like it will be a book which has basically got my story and everything, like my emotions I've been through, the things that I felt, and then for example it might have a page where I basically almost break the fourth wall and I explain this is how I felt in this situation, and then it will have a section for them to write that says clear your mind and write down the situation when you felt this way, and then they can write down the situation when they felt that way, and hopefully it can help them, get through the emotions a little bit better. And then if they want to, they can take pictures and share it and use a hashtag. That's the kind of idea, and I'll be able to repost these pictures.
That's a good idea.
That kind of thing. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Trying to make it interactive in some form of way. So
yeah, let me know if the book come out. I will read it. For it.
Yeah.
So my question is, you plan to make music on November? You just told over. So on the 5th of November, when was the next music?
So 5th of November is when we just released the song. We released the song on the 5th.
You can give me some samples on it? Maybe just a cappella for it, example, to know what...
Yeah. Of course. So the hook goes, I got a few thoughts in this ride. Gonna let loose on my thoughts like guy. Press play, press pause on my mind. Cause I wanna put a few thoughts in this guy. So, let's ride. Oi, come outside. Let's ride. Oi, come outside. So, yeah, that's the hook for guys. That's like a concept song. So the idea is, in the UK we have something called Bonfire Night, and it's based on something called the Gunpowder Plot, which is basically a group of people who tried to eradicate our parliament system and our government, and they basically planned to put some gunpowder underneath and set the place alight. That was the plan, but it didn't end up happening, and the guy got caught like on the night that it happened, like just by chance, miraculously. But they're saying that somebody maybe told on him, but like the ideology behind it and the people that supported it, it was like a whole movement. It was kind of like the people need the power over the government needing the power, and just changing the way that the system thinks. And so we basically react like reenacted that. So it was kind of like a sit down conversation. It was literally the conversation that they had before they went off to go and try and do it. So like the plan. So we basically got me in a couple of different outfits, and I acted as the different characters that were in the story, having a conversation about how they were basically going to do the plan to blow up the Parliament Place sort of thing. So yeah, the video will be out in about a week, which I'm really, really excited for. We shot that literally 2 days after we came back from Japan, it was like quite crazy to just be jumping straight back in again. But it was good to be able to just get back in and make it work. So I got back the final cut of the video today. So I'm going to watch that through, and hopefully everything's the way I guess we need it to look. It's already kind of exceeded my expectations. And then, yeah, we should have that out by the end of next week, which would be dope. So
yeah, I hope everything will be well and good. I will be looking myself. I appreciate it, for example. So anyway, behind of it, because you have some interviews for the last time, it was a long interview, I will say it.
Yeah, some of them are quite long.
It was quite long. They have a lot of questions, but most of the questions, they are not it. They can't. I didn't will say anything about it. Okay, I will say it's a good interview because I just show on it, but on a few points they didn't let you talk out so many things what you just want to say on.
Yeah, I could get that. I feel like because when you're in those spaces, I think they have, most of the time they have like a plan prepared of what they wanna say and what they wanna do, but also it's like they have a limited amount of time to do it within, because obviously like the area that they've done it in is like paid for, so they only maybe have like 2 hours that they can use before the next people have come to book it. So they have to try and move things along, or just some of them obviously like it depends on the platform. Some of them will have like a different type of agenda to the platform, so it might be more of a fun platform, so they might not want to go as deep into the story because it won't really be good for the fans base that they have. And then some of them might want to go so deep that maybe they don't get to ask all the questions that they want to, so then we don't get the full picture because maybe we spent so long on one question or two questions. So I think it really just depends. But yeah, there's time constraints, I think, on all of the platforms that I've been on. And I think because there's been time constraints, it means that we've had to kind of do the interview that we did. Yeah,
that's what I think also. So I just came over the idea, maybe if your community, if you watch out, maybe you give the request on it. They can maybe give you some requests, so then you can talk about it, and we can make like a special interview night or something else, so we can talk about it, and you can speak out what you want to talk, what you're gonna tell to clear up your things, like so you got time on it, that's what I mean. So
yeah, that's very true, because to be honest with you, like you're not the first person to, like, a lot of people will say they've watched it and they'll like send me a message and be like, oh, they'll basically have questions. And normally if people have questions, it means it's because they didn't get enough information. So for me, that was an indication that, oh, maybe I didn't say enough about this, or maybe I didn't speak enough about that. So yeah, I think you're right. There. I think it's where we frustrated in the whole thing. So people
yeah, that's a point. I think maybe if you got time, because you'll be sometimes online, or you can make it on your Instagram on it, just to make a request about some few questions that want to just handle your fans, what they want to know about it, and we can speak about it, and we can make it something out, and after we can clear it up. That's I think that would help.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a really good idea. I like the sound of that.
Of course, because I appreciate your story, and I'm on it. Like I'm telling you before, I know what's your message about it. So
very grateful. Thank you.
Appreciate. So I don't want to lose you a lot of time for it. I will say thank you for it, for the time that you give me. Yeah.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for being so patient with me as well.
Yeah, of course. So we stay on contact, and on the next time we're gonna make that. For sure. For sure, man. Thank you. Have a nice day. I appreciate it.
Bless you, my friend. I really appreciate your time, my friend. Take care of yourself.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
All right. Ciao.